Hey y'all, it's Ever B, Spooky Girl. I'm back. Do you remember when I told y'all that um, the orbs? I think that the orbs is some type of advanced, sophisticated drone kind of thingy that they can project their images in and everything. So orbs ain't really the entities. It's like the entities use them. And I had started saying that because I was seeing a lot of orbs, and then I'll, like the background area, wherever I see an orb, like the walls and the furniture or whatever's around the orb will look weird. And I had started noticing that in some of my images and photographs. And I realized when the orbs come through, I know how they sound. I know, but I'm going to say it, whatever. I think when they come through, they come through a dimension or open a dimension or something. And so if you look at, not with everybody, but sometimes you can catch a little glimpse into their dimension, or your like your area where you at, that stuff will start to look funny. Like your walls will look funny and warped or something. Whatever is around the orb, it just won't look right. It'll look weird or something. And I don't know if anybody else that record orbs ever noticed that. But like, say if I record an orb and it's in front of my dresser or something, my dresser will look funny. It'll look like warped or something. You get what I'm saying? So, I kind of figured, maybe a portal or dimension is open or something when they come through, and that kind of makes things look weird. But anyway, so I had start not just focusing on the orb. I used to just focus on the orb. I started just focusing on the area around the orb too. And if you do that, you'll see stuff sometimes. You'll see stuff. So that's why we're here right now. So this was an orb. You can see it's looking in at I mean, there's an entity looking in at the orb. Can you see that? Okay. And then I kind of separated the entity. I took a separate picture and enlarged it and put it over here. So here's the entity. You can see it looks like it only has one eye, but it's white. It's a white color entity. And you can see it here. It's looking in at the orb. So I believe it's controlling the orb, like I was saying. Here they both are together. And here it is by itself. So that's why I had said that. Now we're going to go to another one that I got. This is a good one. So I had this one years ago. I had took this picture. This is actually an old picture. And I was so focused on the orb, you be focused on the orb. I was so focused on the orb. Didn't even pay attention. But if you look real close, and what I did was took a picture, put them, they in the picture together. The orb, there's an entity behind this orb. It's hiding in the back. It's there. It's there. It ain't got nothing to do with pareidolia. If you look, you can see this thing. It's like a little creature or something. You can see it's got a face and the mouth is open. And you can see one eye. One eye. And it might have a little, I don't know. But you could definitely see, it looked like a troll or something. But you can see the mouth is open. It's got a hand right here. You can see a little hand, a little arm. I pointed the red to it. I pointed the red arrow up to his head. And then this other one I got, this straight red stick. I didn't make no arrow on the end of it because I didn't want to cover stuff. You can see it's going to an arm, a little bitty arm, and a little bitty hand. And then if you look down at this bottom right here, you can see some type of feet. They're not feet, like our type of feet, but I guess that would be the entity's feet. Look like hoofs. You can see them down here. It's behind the orb. It's controlling the orb. Again, there's an entity right there. Yeah, it looked like a little weird looking man, kind of look weirdly human, like a little troll or something. It's got a big nose, the mouth is open, and you can see one eye. And here it is by itself. I separated it like I did the other one. This is it by itself. Can't see that? It ain't the clearest picture. I give you that. But you can see that one eye. His ear he got one ear sticking up. The ear looked kind of pointed. That's why I say it looked like a troll or something. A dwarf or something. And then look at the mouth. The mouth is open. You can see a big nose right there. One eye is looking over. There's a little arm right here. The arm is bent. And the hand don't look like ours, but you can see the hand is a little lighter. There's an arm. And if you look down at that bottom, you can see some type of feet or hoofs or something. I guess this would be his feet. They don't look like our feet, but since they down there at the bottom, I'm thinking they're his. Look at this. I want y'all to really look at this. That is an entity right there. And ain't nobody finna tell me that is an entity right there. Clear as day. I had never even seen this till recently. It's some type of little troll or something. Now, I've never had no issues with none of this stuff, I've, kind of been seeing this stuff since I was little. I mean, the orbs and things, they always been around me, people tell me to pray and protect myself. I do all of that. I've been knowing about God and loving God since I was a little bitty girl. So, this ain't got nothing to do with voodoo or the cult. I don't do none of that. I don't know nothing about that stuff. Again, when I put my cameras up, the front camera on the front porch was to watch my packages when I'm not at home. I can keep an eye on my packages through the app. And the one in the back is because an alley run back there. I didn't know I was going to start seeing all this stuff. You know what I'm saying? But it's probably my frequency. If anybody know about energy, my vibration, my frequency is real high because I'm very spiritual. That might be what they're attracted to. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But this definitely like a little troll or something, or one of the little gnomes or something that older people have sitting in their yard or something like that. I don't know, but you can see one ear sticking up is pointed. You can see this is an entity. I don't care what nobody say. I see it. I see it clear as day. And I just separated and cut it out. But if you look, it's behind the orb. It's behind that orb. And then if you go back to this one, they controlling the orbs. And that's why I had said to y'all that, I didn't know at first. I thought orbs was like, some type of, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, celestial. I don't know. But they're organic. It's some type of organic drone or something. Or something like that. It's plasma or something. But it's a drone. And it's very advanced. Yeah. And so people don't pay the orbs no attention because they look like dust. And a lot of times it is dust. I ain't gonna hold y'all, but that would, for them to come up with something like that, like them orbs, because dust been around us all our lives. And so I know some people be commenting about my dust in my videos. I don't dust a lot. I just don't. I'm clean. My house is clean, but it does get a little dusty because, I have asthma and I just don't. My daughter come over here and do it for me. I don't because, it get in my airways and stuff and make me real sick. So I'm not good with dusting. My house is clean. You know what I'm saying? Just a little dusty. So somebody had commented about that. Yeah, I know that. My daughter tried to do it for me so I don't get sick. You know what I'm saying? And have an asthma attack from it. So yeah. But anyway, okay. So I showed y'all. I showed y'all some entities, and I showed y'all some orbs. Yeah, and that's what I told y'all. I think these are some type of um biological, the orbs are some type of biological drones or something. You know, you get what I'm saying? They're not mechanical or nothing like that, like our drones or, probes or whatever, but it's, yeah. And then the reason why I see faces in them orbs and stuff, because like you see here, these entities ain't putting their face inside the orbs, but I have seen images inside the orbs before. Y'all know I showed y'all a lot of stuff. Some entities want to show their image inside the orbs, and others do not. So, I got beautiful orbs with no images at all, and then I got orbs with images. You know what I'm saying? It depends on the entity and what they want to do. But baby, this stuff is real. This stuff is real, y'all, and I'm showing it to y'all. Okay? This Ever Be, and I'm out.